Streets is charged with ministering to people who are homeless, to people who come into our building, our services. We are their church. Community of the Streets gets funding from foundations, and they are charged with trying to fix people, with trying to help people. And so together, we have a good thing going, because we are in this together, Lord of the Streets and Community of the Streets, lots and cots. We had a group, there were about a dozen second graders, wide-eyed. One little girl said, "There's a lady who's asleep on the sidewalk. Why does she sleep there?" And I looked at her and said, "Because that's where she lives." Everybody was just speechless, because it's unimaginable to them. Her mother said to me, "Why are people homeless?" And I tried to explain, I've been doing this for going on 6 years, and I know so much less now. I don't understand either. I don't know. There's so many things. Nobody comes in here usually with a single diagnosis, but they all come in with humanity, and they all come in with need. And we're called to respect that and to be with those people in their journey and to allow them to be with us in ours. My job is to try and connect with people about the story of the rich man and Lazarus and how they need each other. In John's Gospel, the rich man goes to hell. Lazarus goes to heaven. It's a puzzling story, but the way I appreciate it is that the rich man goes to hell not because he was mean to Lazarus, but the rich man did not see Lazarus as a person, as a human being, as somebody that he needed in his life. And I think when somebody asks me, "Have you had a success story?" I look at that person asking me and say, "I want you to be my next success story. I want you to look at the person on the street corner. I want you to become aware of the people in our city who are your brother, your sister, part of our family, human beings, that we're in this together." And I think that's what Jesus was trying to say. We're always taught that tenets of stewardship involve time, talent, treasure. And when somebody says, "How can we be helpful to Lord of the Streets?" All of those, we need those. We need people with their time to come down and volunteer. We need people with their talents to come and help us with some things around the building and on Sunday services. We obviously need treasure. And with treasure, we open our buildings, and every weekday we start the day with Bible study, where a group of us sit with Scripture and learn about God right now in our lives. By having treasure and keeping the lights on, we have a clinic where people who are physically ill get care. My folks don't have cell phones. They come in, and we provide a landline where they can make a local call or make a collect call and call their mother. We have a place where people can come and get out of the weather and in the summer be cool and get away from the bugs. And Donnie Wilson. Donnie is probably the best person I know to go to if somebody's serious about getting off the streets. And treasure help us keep Donnie and Myra and Felice and all the others who work in our building. And so stewardship is what we need, for people to reach out to people that they might not see, but who need them. We all know that Jesus says feed and clothe and go visit them. But then we keep trying to go beyond the gospel and say, yeah, but didn't Jesus say go fix them? And actually he doesn't. What Lord of the Streets does is not try to fix either group, the people who give us resources or the people who need resources, but we try to get them to hold hands and be with each other and to see that we're in this together, that Jesus says, then it's golden, then it's the gospel, then it's when you saw me. And that's enough. Sometimes that just has to be enough.